This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Audio Advantage Hearing Aid Center.
Okay, listen up, and I guess pun intended. Your ears and your ability to hear are something that you should never take for granted, because hearing loss is the third most common health problem in the United States. Did you know that? Not hearing well can affect the quality of your life as well as your relationships.
Yeah, and there's a lot that can play a role in hearing loss: age, genetics, even illness. But that doesn't mean you have to live a life of silence. Well, today we're learning how easy it is to find out what kind of hearing loss you have and how simple it is to fix it.
I think he'd be a great candidate to try the new Bluetooth hearing aids.
Yeah, I agree totally. I think he'd do well with those. He'll be able to hear, and we'll even help him hear his TV as well with that device that goes with the hearing aid.
Lyle Johnson and Jason Wells of Audio Advantage Hearing Aid Centers are discussing a treatment plan for one of their patients who's experiencing hearing loss. It's a common problem as we age.
In their 60s, usually about 50% of the Americans in the United States have hearing loss.
Jason says that number jumps to 83% for Americans over the age of 70.
So there is some direct correlation between aging and hearing loss. It just happens.
But he says it's not just the older population that can experience hearing loss. It can happen as a result of an accident or certain medical conditions such as diabetes and heart disease.
And exposure to loud noises. You know, if you're a rocker and listen to loud music when you were younger, you definitely could have hearing loss from that as well.
And many times people don't realize they have hearing loss because it can come on gradually.
It's kind of like somebody turning the lights down very slowly. We adjust to not hearing, so we don't even realize we have a hearing loss until people are telling us that something's wrong.
Jason says what some people don't realize is the way hearing loss can affect other aspects of our life.
Things like our personality can change. We get depressed because we decide to stay home instead of going out with our friends because we can't hear them. Or we get frustrated. Or we get suspicious of people because we can't tell when somebody's walking up behind us because we can't hear them.
Then there are the physical changes that hearing loss can create. Jason says hearing loss causes the hearing center of our brain to actually shrink because it's not getting the information it needs to be healthy. And that can lead to dementia and Alzheimer's. That's why Jason says it's good to stay on top of the problem before it happens with regular hearing screenings.
When you come in to do a hearing test, the first thing we'll do is we take your information down. We do a little bit of a history of things that you may have noticed yourself as far as your hearing, any type of medical thing that has happened that could be affecting your hearing.
Next, they examine the ear, looking for wax buildup or any inflammation within the structure of the ear.
The third part is the actual audio test, and we use an insert that goes in the ear, and we just play different tones at different volume levels across the board, the different frequencies, and we're able to mark where we're at as far as the faintest sound we can hear at each of those frequencies, and that gives us the audiogram, and then we base whether you need help with your hearing or not on that audiogram.
And Jason says testing with different frequencies is important when screening for hearing loss because they work together to create clarity.
It's important to note that hearing is not always about things being louder. It's about that clarity. So things might sound perfectly normal to you, but your friends are telling you you're really asking me what or huh a lot, you know.
For example, vowel sounds are often heard in low frequencies. Jason says high-frequency sounds are important for clarity, especially with consonants like F, S, and TH.
If we miss that, then we miss the meaning of a word. The word face, it's an F, an A, and an S sound. But if you miss it, it could sound like somebody said safe instead of face because we're not getting that clarity.
Those frequencies can often be restored with a hearing aid.
The hearing aids are very sophisticated. They're miniature computers, and they're all kinds of neat little things. Like now hearing aids will connect to your cell phone so you can use it like a hands-free device. They're rechargeable. They're all these new things that are out with them.
But for the person who gets back the ability to enjoy the sounds with clarity, Jason says these tiny devices can make a huge impact. And if it is determined that you need a hearing aid, Audio Advantage Hearing Aid Center offers a 14-day free hearing aid trial so you can try new hearing aids before you commit to purchasing them. And if you do purchase a hearing aid, it comes with at least a 1-year warranty from the manufacturer.